Right, can you get that and just clear it
sure.
for me? Nigel?
The Labour Party in their heartlands, in the Midlands, the North West, North East, and in particular South Wales and parts of Scotland. And if we achieve anything like our potential, I do not believe Starmer will still be Prime Minister at the end of May. This is the most unpopular Prime Minister in living memory. Without doubt, the least patriotic Prime Minister in history. Nobody else can do this. The Conservatives are not even in the race. The Greens might hurt them in the big cities, but we can. We can. If we get enough people to vote reform, get Starmer out. That's our big campaign theme and message, and I think it's going to appeal.
Lovely.
All the way round, don't worry.
Sorry, sir, could you middle? To the left. Middle.
There's no panic, guys.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just let me know.
We've all got a job to do.
To the left.
And then Nigel, just hold it down a little bit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Great,
that's
thanks.
Nigel, to me next, please. Just there. That's lovely. Bring it a little bit lower for me, please. Yeah, that's it.
Is it good as I?
Right.
Just here.
So there. Nigel, to this camera, please. Sign a bit lower, please.
A bit lower.
And then back to me.
Lower for you, yeah.
Back to me, Nigel, please.
And right here, please.
All right, let me get out of the way.
And Mike, let me know when you're ready.
Just here, Nigel.
Nigel, one more here, please. Lovely.
Just here, Nigel.
Nigel behind you. Nigel.
Nigel, let me
Back
get
around to your left, please, Nigel.
We're done.
Nigel, please to camera, please.
I did it.
You've criticised Donald Trump as going too far this week with his comments on Iran and
As I've often done, yeah.
Well, exactly. I wanted to ask you, do you think people have been slow to catch up on how critical you've been of the president? Can we expect to hear you diverge more from him in the months ahead?
I just think what really matters is this country's relationship with America. Linguistically, culturally, in terms of cross-investment, in terms of business, but crucially in terms of defence. It is our most important relationship in the world. And given that we currently haven't got an operational Royal Navy, I think that link with America is very, very strong. And I said that's, you know, whether it's Biden in the White House or Trump, you know, I happen to know him, but that's by the by. And we'll never agree with everything the Americans say or do, but the relationship matters. And right at the minute, Keir Starmer's flip-flopping on whether they can use bases, whether they can't, is doing deep damage to the relationship that I fear goes beyond Trump. And the other element to this is that one of the few things the Americans still respect us for militarily are our special forces, where we work incredibly closely with their people. And we currently got 242 under potential criminal prosecution. So that's what matters to me. It's the big, whatever, you know, I've known Trump for years, fine. I agree with many things, I disagree with others, but it's the relationship with America that I believe is absolutely key.
And you say Starmer's harming the special relationship.
He's
Is
done-
Trump also harming it?
Well, Trump is responding. You know, Trump naturally expected Diego Garcia to be there to be used at the beginning, and it wasn't, and then it was, and you know, if you poke Donald Trump with a stick, don't be surprised when he fights back.
Hi Nigel,
Hello.
Brianna James from PA. You've received a little bit of criticism about your energy bill's price draw.
Really?
Are you worried at all that you've broken any electoral rules by
No,
doing this?
I'm not in the least bit worried.
Because Carl Turner has said it could be seen as treating
Carl Turner.
ICO
Is Carl Turner the most reliable MP at this current moment in time? Entirely your choice. I shan't answer that. All I can tell you is there was a very happy streak at Wigan last night. And what we're trying to do is draw attention to the fact that we have the highest industrial energy prices in the world, and our consumer prices are virtually at the top as well, and that much of it's unnecessary. The government keep trotting out, it's all about the spot global price. No, it isn't. You know, when natural gas comes out of the ground in Montana, is liquefied, taken across the Atlantic, regassed, and purchased here, there is a massive cost in the middle of all of that, which if we were producing onshore and offshore gas would not be the case. Our bills could be a lot lower, let alone better energy security. And I think it's a very powerful argument, and I think it's one that's catching on across the country and certainly within industry.
And just back to Starmer, what did you think of him saying he's fed up of Donald Trump?
Well, he's fed up with Putin, he's fed up with Donald Trump, but he should really be fed up with Ed Miliband, because he's the guy. And you've seen overnight, you know, OpenAI, we have no prospects in Britain of getting involved in any of these 21st century technologies. We've literally priced ourselves out of the market. So it's Ed Miliband who should be really upset with.
Thank you.
Okay.
Nigel, can I just have a quick little back up here, please?
Bit look.
Fabulous, thank you so much.
Very good indeed. Excellent. Okay. You'll talk about it now. Yes, fine. Hello, hi.
Yeah, okay. Right. Slogan, get Starmer out. Why focus on Starmer and not something that Reform can actually offer voters at the local elections?
Because this set of elections are in some of Labour's strongest areas in the country. And the offering that he gave the country back in 2024, frankly, has been ignored completely. He's put in a whole host of policies that he didn't even talk about in the manifesto. He's done many things that I believe are injurious to the country. He's the most unpopular Prime Minister in living memory. And yeah, of course, on the national issues, it's very clear where we disagree. On local government matters, I would just say this. We have majority control of 10 county councils. We're a year in. We have saved a lot of money. We have kept our council tax rises lower than anybody else's. And I'm saying to people, if you want real change, it isn't going to come from anybody else but us.
And the Prime Minister says he's fed up of bills here being affected by the actions of Putin and Trump around the world. Are you fed up by their actions affecting bills here?
I'm fed up by the last Conservative government putting net zero into law, and Ed Miliband, despite the global crisis that we're in, refusing to change course. Of course, if Putin does stuff, if Trump and Israel do stuff, it affects us. No doubt about that. But it's what we're doing here, with the highest industrial prices in the world, with deindustrialization on the most extraordinary scale, a huge amount of self-inflicted harm. I would suggest the Prime Minister looks closer to home.
But it sounds like you do put some of the blame for the economic impact of what's going on in the Middle East at the feet of Trump.
Yes, but also I wouldn't have been very keen to see Iran with a nuclear weapon and using it against Israel. So you have to weigh that up, one up against the other.
And should the Prime Minister be visiting Cyprus as part of his current tour of the Middle East?
A bit late, really, isn't it? I mean, it took us 3 weeks and 1 day to send a single naval vessel to what is British sovereign territory. And even that one is now in dock. And it seems to me that the Prime Minister, by vacillating over the course of the last few weeks, has upset the Americans, upset the Cypriots, and frankly, upset our great allies in the Gulf as well. This is not our finest hour.
Zach Polanski has branded Donald Trump unpredictable and dangerous. Haven't his recent comments and actions proved him right?
Zach Polanski. Oh, he's the chap that wants to ban horse racing and laughing and fun. He's a crank. He's a crank. We'll leave it at that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go.